Hi, I'm Rich with insideHPC. We're here in Frankfurt, Germany at the ISC 2018 conference, and today we're at the Quantum Corporation booth, and I'm here with Jason Coari and Laura Shepard. Laura, let's start with you. Who is Quantum, and who do you guys help here in the HPC space?
Well, hi, Rich. Quantum Corporation, we do data and storage management solutions, and we've been doing this for about 3 decades. And in that time, over 100,000 customers have trusted us with their data, many of whom are in the high-performance space. And in the high-performance space, we tend to work with everybody from a research side, geospatial, media and entertainment, life sciences, financial services, etc. More and more developing our businesses in the commercial HPC space these days, where people are looking to really grow their data with ease of management, enterprise class features, but also with the performance and scale that they need for HPC.
Okay. Well, Jason, what are you guys showcasing this week here at ISC?
Yeah, well, as Laura was articulating, one of the challenges we've seen in the industry is massive increases in volume of unstructured data. And so our solution's helping people basically manage that data in a more effective way. So at the show, we're showcasing some various capabilities to help these customers within their workflow. We're showing our i6 tape library, which is one of the industry's leading density tape libraries out there. We use LTO-8 medium. So that's a very important on-premise library for on-premise archiving. We're also showcasing some new compatibility testing that we've done with iRODs. We've tested our file system, StorNext and Xcellis, our storage appliance, within an iRODS environment to allow customers to actually augment those environments and provide a higher performing workflow within an iRODS environment. So those are 2 key things that we're doing here.
Well, I've been hearing a lot about the convergence of HPC and AI. Are you guys seeing that, and how would you help with that? What would you say?
Oh yeah, well, one of the basic things that you need to run a large-scale AI platform, especially on the commercial side, right, besides a really big amount of data, right, is a way to get to that data very, very quickly. And of course, people like to do it cost effectively, and since they don't really know how quickly the data is going to grow in a lot of these things because the use cases are new, and we're seeing ridiculous increases. Like in a standard HPC environment, your data might grow at 50% to 1.5x per year, and in some of the commercial applications of AI that we've seen, we're seeing data growth in 16 to 64x per year in that time where you go from your prototype to your production environment. So it's really ridiculous. So people are trying to size on a moving target. And so they're really looking for, is the solution that I'm choosing on the data side with a partner who's going to be able to support that kind of expandability without breaking my bank, and even my bank, I don't know what that is right now either. So a lot of variables, a lot of unknowns, and so they're looking for the storage solutions that have the flexibility to accommodate the scale and have the proven scale of performance and that can manage their costs over time. So these are things that we're pretty expert at. We have one of the only end-to-end offerings in the industry, right? We've got on the hardware side and the software side. We're independent of our hardware. We're happy to work with third parties as well. People like that flexibility. They like having one vendor to get single support from, or being able to pick and choose just the pieces that they want, and make sure that we have proven examples in HPC to show them along each one of those places, yeah.
And Jason, are you seeing any use cases where this is going on right now?
Oh, certainly. At this show we've heard a lot about machine learning and AI, and some of that really driving requirements both on the compute side and on the storage side. And when you talk about the storage and providing the machine learning the data it needs to do its job, you're talking about storing massive volumes of data. But the access to that data that's required, you need high performance even into that archive. And so that's one of the things that we can offer with a StorNext file system, providing that fast access to large amounts of data, and then presenting it out very simply across multiple different architectures, NAS, SAN, whatever the installation requires.
Oh, you've got a good example of that too, right? So there's people who are putting their own autonomous vehicle platforms on the road, right? But in order to get there, they have to have a development platform. Usually, when you're doing all of this work, you start with a development platform or a fleet of development platforms that have the LiDAR, the radar, all the types of sensors that you need in a single automotive platform in this case. You've also got autonomous trucking, you've got autonomous shipping, you've got autonomous agriculture, which has its own name and everything like that. But on the vehicle side, we partner with some of the platform providers. So it's kind of like the storage provider's storage, right? This is the AI independent vehicle platform's development platform, right? And so for that, we have to be the end-to-end solution too. So we're the storage on the vehicle. We're the storage when the data comes back to the garage. We're the storage for the analysis. And because all the development programs are forever data until you get to the production phase where you're doing releases that are kind of like firmware on the car. So we've got production data forever. That means we have to have the mobile storage environment, the on-prem storage environment for the high-performance scratch access, and then the long-term storage for the forever data. So, this is another place that we play where AI has a really strong component as well.
I think Laura very skillfully articulated that within each one of those, within the workflow, the storage that's required for that part of the workflow, the requirements are different, the performance requirements are different, and along with that comes cost. And so being able to manipulate the storage for that specific part of the workflow is really important. And so that's one of the things that we do here at Quantum.
It's great to watch this, and if AI is all about data, Quantum is certainly a company that I would start with. So thanks for sharing that with us.
Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Rich.